Paul Ryan, sure, Paul Ryan is getting called out by Trump. He's not going to lose his job over it. But somehow the ladies on The View think that they're going to lose their jobs because of Donald Trump. You know, they're playing along with Rachel Maddow's talking point, and everybody else over at MSNBC and CNN, the rest of them, they're all going on about this because it's the end of the world, as you know it, if Donald Trump is elected, and they're all going to lose their jobs. So before I give you my insight into that, and I do think they're going to lose their jobs at The View, and it has nothing to do with Trump. Let's first listen to this little exchange here between Joy Behar and Rachel Maddow.
So you said recently that you thought that you, as an outspoken critic, could be a target yourself. Some people think that sounds overdramatic, but I'm right there with you. I think that he is so vindictive that he will go after, however he has to, through the IRS maybe, or even through sponsors to get us off the air maybe, or you. Yeah. How seriously should we be taking that?
Well, so I was asked, am I worried about me? And my answer was, I'm worried about all of us. I'm no more worried about me than I am worried about everybody in the country. I think it's bad to have somebody saying, give me as much power as you can in this country so I can use it to go after other Americans. So I can use it to go after these subhuman internal enemies, and I'll destroy them. Like, that's just not a good system for anybody. And I don't think anybody's safe if that's the sort of basis on which he wants to get more power.
Well, remember when Nixon had an enemies list? That was a proud moment for a lot of people if they were on the enemies list. Maybe we need to turn it around like that.
Well, I think that if he decides that he's going to go after you or me or anybody who's well known, we have resources, we'll likely be fine. But I think there's a pattern where he picks out individual people and effectively terrorizes them.
But
I mean, there's Stormy Daniels wearing a bulletproof vest to get into
it's ridiculous.
The courthouse, right?
Once you have political violence, you have fascism following that. So
Oh my gosh. Like, I just can't believe, like, I could watch that 50 times because I'm just amazed by all the twists and turns and the way they manipulate things. I mean, gaslighting on steroids, that's what they're doing right now, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, the last reporter I know about that actually had the administration breathing down his back was Matt Taibbi, who was actually kind of liberal and then got a little bit conservative because he saw what was going on over at Twitter with the State Department, Twittergate, if you would. And so on the day that he was supposed to testify about all of this stuff, what happens? Oh, the IRS shows up at his doorstep. Oh, just a coincidence, huh? Just like Obama's IRS went after the Tea Party people, or after Cheryl Atkinson, or the other Fox reporter, James Rosen. I mean, this happened, ladies and gentlemen. This happened. And it didn't happen under the Trump administration. It's happened under Biden, and it's happened under Obama. So that's where they're getting the ideas. They think he's going to come after them. No, don't flatter yourself, guys. You're going to lose your jobs all on your own over there at The View anyway. And the reason I know that is because, well, Bob Iger effectively said it. He laid it out over at Sun Valley last year with David Faber over on CNBC. He explained what he intended to do with ABC. And one has to know a little something about the media business and how this all works to be able to predict, as I'm predicting, that The View, as you know it, will no longer exist. Not in its current form. It's not going to pay those kind of salaries. It's not going to have the big giant studio audience. It's not going to have so much overhead. You know why? You can do it a heck of a lot cheaper these days. Media has changed. The View hasn't. Other than it's gotten really, really super annoying and overly political and depends on Trump. What are they going to do if he doesn't win, right? Well, Bob Iger spelled it all out. And Joy, Whoopi, woo, bye-bye. He said it.
The transformative work is dealing with businesses that are no-growth businesses and what to do about them, and particularly the linear business, which we are expansive in our thinking about, and we're going to look expansively about opportunities there because clearly it's a business that is going to continue to struggle.
Well, let's stop there for a second then and let me ask you about it. We're talking, I guess, ABC, the network, the stations, but then the cable networks as well.
Yes, correct.
FX, Nat Geo. Is it possible you would look to sell them?
We're going to be expansive. I think if you can interpret what that word means.
Okay. So David interpreted it as I'm interpreting it. That means we're going to sell them. We're going to be expansive in our thinking. We're selling them. And I happen to know through inside sources that they've been shopping ABC. So whoever comes in, private equity, Nexstar Communications, you name it, whoever comes in to buy this company, ABC, which includes ABC News, which produces The View, bye-bye. Bye, Whoopi. Bye, Joy. Bye, every big salary. It's going to change. It's going to change drastically. And they will likely be the sacrificial lambs. I'm just telling you. And it'll have nothing to do with Donald Trump and everything to do with the fact that they need to get more profitability out of that show. And they just don't have it right now.